Valenzuela City Mayor Honorable Rexlon Gatchalian, Vice Mayor Honorable Eric Martinez, First District Representative Honorable Sherwin, Second District Representative Honorable Magtanggol, Gunigundo, City Councilors, Schools Division Superintendent Mr. Wilfredo Cabral, represented by Mr. Baltazar Gayem, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Jenilyn Rose Corpuz, our school principal, Dr. Jameson Tan, distinguished guests, administrators, faculty, parents, batchmates-slash-graduates-slash-friends, a nostalgic day to everyone. Nostalgic, huh? Well, probably for us graduates, this will be the day to travel back to the past and to recall the bitter and better memories of who we were and who we are in our 4 brutal years in Valenzuela City Science High School. Thursday isn't called Throwback Thursday for no reason, right? So this is also the opportune time to express our gratitude, our contritions, as well as our final wishes before we proceed to the next stage of life awaiting us graduates. Classmates, I have a confession to make. This speech I will be delivering in front of you today is crammed to near death. Yes, sa taksayon, kinaram ang Valedictory address ninyo. Diba kahit sa kahuli-huli ang sandali ng pagiging isang bona fide Balsay student, nagawa pa ng paraan para mag-cram. 3 AM na nung makaisip ako ng matinong gagawin kanina. Sabi ni Mami, hanggang ngayon ba naman nagka-cram ka pa rin? Then I told her I would put that in my speech. I apologize if I would be slightly more casual in relaying you my words and if I'll last for 15 more minutes. But please listen very closely. In this speech, I want you to know me, what I've been through, what we've all been through, and what we have become. When I tried asking people what they think about me, there were countless random answers, ranging from matalino to masayang kasama, jejeje, to mabait, less than 3, to ha-ha-ha, hindi ko alam XD. But ladies and gentlemen, there was always more to me than meets the eye, which is why I will lead you through 3 personalities. 3 personalities that define me, 3 personalities I've grown to have, 3 personalities in one humble bond. As I lead you through them, I will leave you with bits and pieces of memories instilled in my heart that made a great part in my growth as a student in Balsay and as a student in the real world, same as everyone else. To begin with my Balsay experience, let me share with what my perception was on Balsay prior to my admission, and let's see if we have the same experience, shall we? I was still young, in grade 4 to be exact, when I first knew about Balsay. I was a competitive boy back then, which is now a trait more popularly known as GC, and I guess I still am. Mom often told me that all the smart kids in Valenzuela will gather in this very institution and battle their way up to the top. Because of my being competitive and wanting for more challenges, I immediately thought I would attend high school here. Without a flinch, without a blink, without a moment to spare. Anyways, I graduated as class valedictorian in CMIC and decided to submit the application that started. The beginning of the Balsay process, that is admissions, is not at all a walk in the park, as cliche goes. From hundreds of applicants, the number dwindled to only 110. As we hurdled through 2 competitive examinations and one-on-one interviews, I can still remember as relayed by Sir De Vera to my parents during their interview that despite graduating as valedictorian in elementary, there would be no assurance that I would still rank first. And so my mom said, "No pressure, Josh. Basta wag ka lang makick out dyan. Okay na sa amin. Bonus na kung magkarangka. That is how prestigious being admitted in Valsay is. And how thin the thread is between passing and getting kicked out. First year wasn't so bad at all. I mean, it was first day of classes and everyone felt silent. Everyone felt anxious and scared and nervous and sleepy for some. Hi, Albert. Anyways, as days passed, as the bond grew, the grade grew. What? No, it's not cheating, it's teamwork, di ba? I mean, when someone is in need, we try our best to teach them how to stand on their own feet, right? Moving on, second year was tougher, but I guess it was happier. Someone told me that it is in sophomore year that you form your groups. Yes, and it's true. We did have a special bond in our section. Darwin was kind of special, I guess, especially in the eyes of everyone, because we were hailed as the cream of the cream of the crop. So to refer to the star section of the star batch in the division, bragging ang intention. I mean, we get along well enough, especially in grades. We are all GC. So technically the grades are out of the dictionary. And the words teamwork and trust have their own turns of pages. There was lots of drama that year. But hey, it wasn't that toxic, and we needed our own escape hatches from all the stress and pressure we were put in. In my 2 early years in my alma mater, all I ever did was 3 things. 1, being smart. 2, being smarter. 3, being smartest. But then I realized I was more than that. They told me I am jolly, lively, insane, happily insane, silly, loud, witty, funny, crazy, silly, and I think I said it twice, superb, cunning, talkative, optimistic, determined, positive, challenge, motivated, brilliant, smart, God-fearing, breathtaking. No, I mean the breathtaking part is for the sentence. Just say it. It took my breath away literally. Anyways, this is me in my first personality. The Josh you have come to know. I am Joshua Cedric Taginod. You can call me Joshua, Cedric, Josh, Ced, Tagi, or Bingi if you want to call me that, but I don't prepare that. Introducing JCVT, effervescent but reserved, whimsical but human, optimistic but realistic. Now you've got 1 personality, 2 more. Third year we had more bossy powers than before. I mean, we're right hands to the seniors, and to our minds, we only have 2 sections to contend with, which are Maxwell and Farley, the 4th year sections. It's just that the seniors were definitely more experienced when it comes to school-based contests than all other batches. So when they are defeated, crowns were put on your heads, and screams of mixed bitterness and celebration would ring the corridors. Despite all those prayed for glory, pressure kept building on as academics and contests became conflicting with each other. Schedules were overlapping and decisions should be made, which hurts for me especially. It is 4th year, our last frontier, our last journey, our last ordeal. It was the most critical year of all, not only in our academics, but also in our social lives. Because this will be the setting off season for us. The epoch of making the lasting impressions before we leave. Some made new friends, some stuck with their original friends, and some made themselves detached with everyone else to make sure they won't hurt that much in leaving those important to them. But at least everyone's happy. 4th year was the age where Zion was born. Zion was created out of love and concern, out of need of family, out of friendship and trust. We define ourselves as one now, one true family. Just to inform you, Zion actually means pure in heart and highest or greatest. Ang yabang, di ba? Azar. Anyways, pinupush din nilang Invictus siya Excelsior so sinama na rin sa description. We are Invictus, we're Excelsior, we are Zion. 3rd year and 4th year, I guess, it was a different era for me. It was brighter but darker. There were more reasons to celebrate, but there were also more reasons to stop in the corner and think about a lot of things. I've been through a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns in the last 2 years, with the hope that every day I wake up, I would be back to who I've known myself for, being happy and optimistic. I miss the smile of born on the day I earned my first medal in elementary, the day I first won in a national contest, the day I enjoyed a trip out of country, the day I first ate strawberries and cream when I craved for them. I saw that I've grown mature in my own way. I've understood the world in a sense that I only do. It is not easy to be me. It never was. I am Superman. I may be strong on the outside, but inside, I'm vulnerable. I'm longing for the fact that someone still is there to know that I needed a shoulder to lean on, to cry on. This is me, my second personality. I am Superman. To borrow the lines from a song, I'm only a man in a funny red sheet, digging for kryptonite on this one-way street. I'm only a man in a silly red sheet, looking for special things inside of me, and it's not easy to be me. Okay, drama's over. Thanksgiving time! First and foremost, I want to thank the government officials headed by Mayor Rex and our former mayor and now Congressman Win for their unwavering support in the endeavors of my alma mater, especially in its quest for greatness and excellence in the sectoral, regional, national, and even in the international competitions. Especially the last trip we had in Malaysia. We couldn't have returned home safely if it wasn't for your financial support. Alam na ng tipay lang yan. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Jameson Tan, and our past headmasters, Dr. Brian Eden and Mr. Arnil Aro, for their steady and careful hand in steering the Basay ship towards the direction to where it is now. Also, I express my gratitude to Mr. Jaime De Vera for his untiring guidance and encouragement and believing in me in my every contest, even in those that are not related in science. To Miss Marilyn Soriano for her accompaniment and being the source of positive vibes in every math competition and seminar I've joined. To the Basay faculty, thank you for imparting us with your wisdom, not only in your fields of study, but also in GMRC. Thank you for your patience, perseverance, and more patience in us during our stay in Balsay. We truly appreciate it. Special thanks to Sir Log, Sir Agustin, Sir Toles, Ma'am Gamboa, and Ma'am Alvi for taking care of me and my teammates in previous contests and giving us more of your time than you are required to give your students just to train us and be the best of what we can be. I would also like to express my thanks to my advisors in Galileo, Darwin, Mayor, and Maxwell, my beloved sections. Ma'am Velez, Ma'am Army. Gusto na ba ako? Ma'am Mercado and Sir Daddy Rod, who treated us like his own sons and daughters. Thank you very much. And I would like to mention Sir Tats, who is near and dear to all of our hearts, for sharing his knowledge and his awesomeness to us in the short span of time he was our mentor in Basay. And to her, who is my teacher, advisor, counselor, and friend, Ma'am Tessa, thank you for being there to listen to my stories, for being trustworthy, and for being beautiful all the time. To my batch, Zion, thank you for being part of my journey in this institution, for enduring the 4 years of toil and this agonizingly long speech, for sharing with me a part of your lives and for letting me into your lives. I feel so privileged and blessed to be around you guys. To my precious friends and family in Basay, Mami Naya, Von, Jessa, Divine, Quaini, Leia, Babs, JM, Mar, Ate Pao, Master Lloyd, Tatay Andrew, Partner Kes, Seatmate Menem, and Yeri, thank you very much. 5-Leaf Clover, Jenny Ann and Joel. And Global Republic, Mami Clarita, Jeka, Charmaine, Patty, Matthew, Jessel, Bells, Jazz. Ate Giselle, Rodney, and Jerry, thank you for everything. You don't know how much you mean to me. Thank you for the shoulders I've cried on, for the shared secrets, for the laughters, and everything else. And to these very important people who had an impact on my life and almost as if they define my well-being. Daddy Aaron, Aya, Bro Chris, and Trisha. Thank you. I can't quite express how thankful I am for the lessons I've learned from you people. Thank you for giving me the thrill of life I've been wanting to have. I love you guys very much. To my lolo, you're my saklolo. Thank you for not failing me in sending the forgotten things to school, and I challenge you to do the same when I'm in UP Manila. No, just kidding. In behalf of my fellow graduates, I would like to thank all the parents for their sacrifices for their children to make a better future for them. And congratulations to you too, for you have a Base graduate for a child. Batchmates, let's give them a warm round of applause. Thank you. Okay, moment of silence please. I would like to thank the two persons who never learned the words tired and surrender. I want to borrow these lines from the poem I've written years ago and I've just revised hours ago. You are the one whose love is pure and caring and gentle, but burns as fierce and hot as the sun. You are the best I'll always want to tell. The following words, so listen and well. I love you so much, even if it means heaven or hell. Sex na lang tayo ha. I love you, Mom and Daddy. Lastly, I want to thank God for all the blessings He has imparted me and my fellow graduates. He is one important instrument in our everyday, and He deserves more than just our thanks, but our service and faith in Him. Final wish for the remaining batches of Basay, or should I say, Valenzuela City School of Mathematics and Science. If you find my story inspiring, look up to me and learn from me, but don't follow me. Find your own path and make your own destiny, because it's your choice and it is entirely in your hands and in your heart. Final wish for my friends here who are obviously sleepy right now and waiting for me to say my farewell. Love what you're doing. Never forget where you've come from. And from the poem I've written somehow in free verse entitled Antithesis of Life. Live, don't exist. Live as if you have a second to spend with nothing left to lose. Oh, before I forgot, I still haven't told you my third personality yet. Only two people have known me for my third personality, and I think they accept me for it. Thank you for doing so, and for keeping it a secret. I just want to say sorry for everyone whom I've trespassed with my unknown personality. To everyone, you will get it sooner than you think. Thank you for this opportunity to speak for very long in front of you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience of hearing my tediously long speech. To say goodbye, let me say in tradition to farewells in my reflective journals in public speaking. This is Joshua Cedric Pondok Taginon, JCVD, Superman, Simon Macking J, signing off.